Amidst the flurry of news during Trump's first day in office, he also relieved the first female to ever lead a branch of the U.S. military. So who was it and what happened? Well, the female was Commandant of the U.S. Coast Guard Linda Fagan, and she was formally let go by Acting Director of Homeland Security today, Secretary Benjamin Huffman. And I'm quoting, for failure to address border security threats, insufficient leadership in recruitment and retention, mismanagement in acquiring key acquisitions such as icebreakers and helicopters, excessive focus on diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives, and an erosion of trust. Now, let me jump into a few of the non-DEI issues. One, it should be noted that the Coast Guard is technically a military branch, but it does fall under the purview of Homeland Security. One of the things in their scope of operation is to deal with border security, specifically maritime border security. And there was a lot of focus on mismanagement in that department. Also, recruitment goals. Now, this is happening across the U.S. military, but the Coast Guard in particular, under her tenure, failed to meet recruitment goals in excess of 20% in 1 year. Now, as far as the focus on DEI, two things. One, I was able to dig up a memo issued by Commandant Fagan while it was still on the Coast Guard website. I'm sharing it here. I'll let you be the judge of whether or not you think that's appropriate, an appropriate memo to disseminate on U.S. military channels. There were also, and this doesn't necessarily fall under her purview, but other initiatives done during the Biden administration. I'm sharing some of that information here while it's still active on the Coast Guard website. Additionally, there was an investigation launched by two senators, two congressmen, when active members of the Coast Guard apparently complained that they were going through what's known as SOGI training, or sexual orientation and gender identity training. Again, they formally complained to their congressman, who launched an investigation. Here's actually one of the letters as part of that investigation. What was asked of Commandant Fagan at the time. Now, a lot of people are wondering what's going to happen next. Most experts believe Commandant Fagan was just really one of the first high-ranking servicemen and women and government officials to basically be sacked as the new administration seeks to really kind of change the culture of the U.S. government and the U.S. military in general. So we'll just have to wait and see.